Hello everyone. Today I will be starting a new video series regarding on how to play certain tanks within World of Tanks. I hope you guys enjoy this new series. First tank that I will be featuring is one of the most coveted and controversial tanks within the game. It is, of course, the T95/FV4201 Chieftain. For those that don't know, this tank is a Clan Wars reward tank only, meaning you can only get it through Clan Wars, either through by bidding on it with bonds or by being within a clan that has achieved enough points to get reward tanks. Like I said, it is one of the most coveted tanks of all time, besides maybe the 279E. Just as a background, this tank recently got a nerf from Wargaming, which was extremely controversial due to the fact that this is considered a premium tank, and the idea of nerfing a premium tank or an elite tank is very taboo. Let's now get into the specifics of this tank. Starting with the gun, it arms a 120mm gun. It boasts 10 degrees of gun depression. It is absolutely insane. Its gun has an output damage of 440. It has a standard APCR shell penetration of 270, a premium APCR shell penetration of 311, and a HESH penetration of 140. It has a base reload time of 11.51 seconds, a major nerf from its previous 10.5 second reload time. It has a base speed of 40 kilometers per hour, making its mobility quite standard or leaning towards the higher end of speed regarding heavy tanks. Now let's go over the armor model of this tank. Alright, so here we have the live armor model of the T95, FV4201 Chieftain. As you can see, the hull of this tank completely impenetrable. As you can see, the hull is very squishy, even when angled. So like, let's say that, you have a Chieftain side scraping you. The only thing that's an auto ricochet is this side. Besides that, front hull, lower plate, you can even sometimes overmatch the engine deck. It's not a very good side scraping tank at all. But where this tank really excels is hull down. I mean, it just speaks for itself. It's just actually impossible. Once this tank is hull down, forget about it. You just have to wait for artillery to slowly whittle away its HP points. Now let's take a look at its side armor. It has very squishy side armor, only 9400, 89mm of armor in the side. Like I said before, this tank is really a one-trick pony when it comes to situations it excels in, and that is hull down. Alright, now this is versus a Super Conqueror's gold APCR shells. You have this little sliver underneath the gun mantlet. That is a very small surface area. It's just right here. Now I will show you some gameplay of the T95/FV4201 Chieftain. And this will show you guys how it excels and it's just prowess it has. Alright, so we are playing on Tundra. And right here I am playing with a T95/FV4201 Chieftain, and we are playing an Tier 9 game, which is awesome. So I always like to make my way towards the 9-0 line. Especially with this tank, you can get some great hull down spots, and that'll be very apparent later in this battle. I'm not a big fan of 1-2 line because I feel like it just gets clogged up with all the heavies and tank destroyers that go over there. And we get a very unlucky early spot by that Sturv. It's whatever, it's alright. So we can see that they are making their way towards the hill. I try to get a little bit more aggressive towards that rock formation, but as you can see, we lose the medium that is going on the hill, the CS, which is very unfortunate, and they are progressing. So I decided to take a less aggressive approach. The good thing with this tank is that they can kind of just like burrow in a hull down position and you'll be like completely okay. The only thing that really stops this tank from kind of just like loafing around in a hull down position is artillery. So this is a great position I like to play. Gives you view of the hill, the rock formation, and also one thing that's going to be apparent is how good this gun is. And here's artillery. If you decide to play this tank, just get very used to getting bombarded by artillery. So I'm just rocking back and forth, seeing if I can get any shots in. It's a very unlucky shot there. And now I'm kind of just chilling. Just trying to avoid artillery, moving around, waiting for anyone to peek. And if you see the 1-2 line, you can see that we have an overmatch there, which will be very helpful in the future. Again, just rocking back and forth. Progetto decides to go for it. Patton decides to go for it. And then now I know I need to save the Cobra to my left. And in my head I'm saying, oh wait, I'm in a Chieftain. I can just literally play hard down and I'll destroy him. So I reposition to the left. And this is where the destruction starts. So I get an unlucky critical damage shot right there. He knows he's in some deep trouble, so he decides to back up. Boom, one shot. And right here, he can't do anything. Like, I'm hull down, I have a super small cupola. I mean, bounce it again. And there you go, that's it. Just absolutely destroyed. Another unlucky shot here. I'm not too happy about that one. Sturv took him out for me. Alright, so here I decided to use my mobility that this tank has, and I decide to try to cross hill. I don't know where the heck that guerrilla came from. I was seeing if this Udez was going to turn around and try to flank us, but then he ultimately decided to fall back. So I'm running a rammer, V-stabs, and hardening, with also the UK food and a gun rammer bond perk. So that's why my reload is super quick. Here I had a massive lag spike. I'm not too sure what that's about. Here I'm hesitant because I don't want to get shot by any mediums or TDs that may be camping along the ridge line, like in the 6, 7, even the 5 line. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta go for it. This is how I get some free picks. I get lit, I'm not sure by who. And here, this is where the Chief is great. Great mobility, super flexible, 10 degrees of gun depression. I mean, just a great all-rounder tank with just one very specific niche that it's good at. Playing bush line, see the Sturv, very poor shot on my end. I didn't get lit, so I knew that nobody was near me. I line up another shot. Boom. That's a low roll. This has a 440 alpha gun. It's very unlucky. Very nice snapshot. This is a great... This gun is probably one of the best guns, probably besides the Leopard and maybe the Sturv. I see a TD that is unspotted back in the 3-4 line. I see no one is able to crossfire me, so I just use that mobility that I have and just go straight for him. Nice little snipe with from the cupola. Turns around. And at this point we are just closing in from all around. Headed up to the Kackpanzer. He's panicking, turns around, set him on fire. That was a very lucky fire. And then I'm trying to get some snipes on these TDs, or not on these TDs, these heavy tanks. Poor shot by me, I should have been a little bit more patient. I got a little bit of a pixel shot here. But, as you know, this gun is amazing. Just snipe them from, I don't even know, super far away. And that should be the game. I hope that this game has demonstrated the capabilities that this tank has between hard-on and firepower. I hope you enjoy that gameplay, and I hope I demonstrated how well the Chieftain can do in hard-on situations with its mobility and with its gun handling. Hope to see you guys next time. Let me know what tank you guys want to see next. I'll see you in the next video.